And now, hidden from sight for over 2 millennia, ancient steps have been unveiled at the renowned ancient Pool of Siloam in Jerusalem, a site of profound significance in both the New and Old Testaments. And Now TV's William Sharon has more on this historic discovery.
Israel is currently grappling with a distressing incident that has emerged amidst the ongoing debate surrounding judicial reform and the increasing international support for anti-Semitic Islamic extremists. This revelation in Jerusalem has sparked a passionate debate among Christians, particularly due to its connection to the Pool of Siloam, where Jesus performed a well-known healing miracle. What exactly is this alarming discovery, and how will it influence global perspectives on historical events documented in the Bible? Join us as we unravel why this terrifying incident in Jerusalem that scares all Christians. Jesus performed numerous miracles during his time on earth, from turning water into wine at that wedding in Cana to feeding the multitude with just a few loaves of bread and fish. But one miracle that really stood out was the one he did at the Pool of Siloam. According to the New Testament, in John 9:7 and 11:1-12, Jesus healed a man who was born blind at this pool. It was a powerful demonstration of his divine authority and his ability to bring about miraculous healing. The whole purpose behind this particular miracle was twofold. First, it was meant to show that Jesus is God and has the power to heal. Second, it aimed to challenge the idea that sickness and disability were always a result of personal sin. Interestingly, for many years, scholars and historians have been intrigued by the mystery surrounding the Pool of Siloam. Two conflicting locations were proposed, each claiming to be the true biblical and historical site. However, recent discoveries have finally revealed the actual location of the pool, adding to its significance. But that's not all. Alongside this exciting revelation, a shocking incident has unfolded in Jerusalem, leaving Christians and Israeli authorities alike in awe. The details of this chilling event are about to be uncovered, and it is a story that will undoubtedly leave you speechless. Stay tuned to learn about the terrifying incident that has sent ripples through the Christian community. Let's take a journey back in time to the Second Temple period, when the Pool of Siloam was the talk of the town in the Jerusalem suburb of Acre, also known as the Lower City. This pool held a special place in historical Jerusalem because it was the lowest point, sitting about 625 meters above sea level. If you wanted to make your way from there to the Temple Mount, you'd have to climb about 115 meters uphill, covering a distance of roughly 634 meters. The Jerusalem Talmud tells us that pilgrims would start their annual journey to Jerusalem at the Pool of Siloam. They would then trek up to the Temple Mount to offer their offerings in the temple court. This was no ordinary pool. It had a significant role in the pilgrims' ritual cleansing before their visit to the temple. Picture this captivating pool as a gentle reservoir, collecting life-giving water from the famous Gihon spring. These precious waters flowed through a complex network of underground tunnels, eventually finding their way to the exquisite Pool of Siloam. In the 9th chapter of the book of John in the Bible, there's a story about Jesus healing a blind man at this very pool. Fast forward to the 5th century AD, when the Byzantine Empress Eudocia wanted to honor the miracles of the New Testament. She commissioned the construction of a magnificent church believed to be located at the Pool of Siloam. For centuries, Christians have considered this church a sacred site, marking the spot where the original pool once stood. However, the exact location of the pool mentioned in Jesus' narrative remained unknown until June 2004. During that time, an unexpected discovery was made by Eli Shukran and Ronnie Reich while repairing a water pipe in Jerusalem's City of David. As they worked, they uncovered two ancient stone steps that belonged to a different time period. Intrigued, they continued their excavation and unearthed a vast pool that thrived in the time of Jesus. What made the pool even more remarkable was its breathtaking panoramic views of the scenic Trobriand Valley. The combination of architectural grandeur and captivating vistas transformed the Pool of Siloam into a cherished and extraordinary sanctuary in the hearts of the people. In the time of Jesus, this pool held a sacred place where individuals could participate in ritual purification according to Jewish tradition. It went beyond providing water for basic needs. It held profound spiritual significance. Some experts even speculate that this magnificent pool may have served as a Roman-style oasis, a place where people could relax and experience a sense of joy. As we delve deeper into the captivating history of the Bible and its relevance to our contemporary beliefs, we encounter unanswered questions that beckon to be explored. It's important to note that while atheists may search for physical proof, true Christians, unwavering in their faith, do not seek tangible evidence to validate the miraculous events chronicled in the Bible. The scriptures consistently remind believers that faith justifies, emphasizing that belief is an intrinsic aspect of one's spiritual journey, transcending the need for external validation. While evidence alone cannot authenticate scriptures, the discovery of the Pool of Siloam establishes a tangible link between the biblical account and the lives of present-day Christians. This astounding pool stands as a physical testament to God's presence, a testament to the power of faith, and a symbol of the strength derived from belief. The incredible healing of the blind man at the Pool of Siloam signifies the restoration of both physical sight and spiritual enlightenment. Through this profound encounter, the man recognizes Jesus as the Messiah and the Savior of all humanity. In Christian theology, water often symbolizes purification and rebirth. Consequently, the Pool of Siloam is also regarded as a symbol of baptism, a sacred rite where believers are cleansed of their sins and embark on a new spiritual life, a rebirth of the soul that transforms them. The Pool of Siloam assumes immense importance as it intertwines with numerous biblical narratives. It stands as a cornerstone of understanding and practicing the Christian faith, encapsulating within its waters both historical and spiritual truths. At the same time, while atheists seek proof, followers of faith are moved forward by the power of belief. As we explore the past and unearth the treasures of faith, the Pool of Siloam emerges as a living testament representing the presence of God and the unwavering faith of believers. It urges us to embrace the profound mysteries and wonders of spirituality, recognizing their transformative power in our lives. The Pool of Siloam holds immense significance beyond its practical utility. It sheds a radiant light on ancient customs and serves as a tangible link to the sacred stories inscribed within religious texts. However, we must pause and ponder how this extraordinary pool came into existence and the journey that led to the recent terrifying incident in Israel. The origins of the Pool of Siloam can be traced back to the revered Gihon Spring, which served as Jerusalem's primary source of fresh water. It was King Hezekiah who took decisive action to safeguard the city's water supply and fortify it against enemy attacks. Under his leadership, the Hezekiah Tunnel was constructed, altering the course of the spring and redirecting its life-sustaining waters toward the southwestern edge of the ancient city of David. Previously, the spring's waters meandered toward the Kidron Valley, but with the construction of the tunnel, they were transformed into a dependable source of sustenance for the people of Jerusalem. Ancient texts describe this remarkable transformation, and in 1880, an engraving was discovered in the tunnel near the Pool of Siloam, adding another layer of intrigue to its story. This 6-line Hebrew inscription etched into the tunnel wall vividly portrays the immense challenges faced by the builders. Those who contemplate its meaning are captivated by the vivid testament it provides to the extraordinary efforts and collaborative spirit of those who toiled to create this marvel. The inscription serves as a tribute to the determination and strength of our ancestors, showcasing their remarkable architectural prowess that was revered in that era. In ancient times, what was the Pool of Siloam like, and what specific activities were carried out in its vicinity? The Pool of Siloam, hidden within the ancient city of David's Old Jerusalem, has captivated the imagination for nearly 2 millennia. However, the veil of mystery surrounding it is now being lifted as dedicated archaeologists have embarked on a journey to uncover its secrets. The Pool of Siloam, ingeniously constructed as part of Jerusalem's sophisticated water system around 2,700 years ago during the 7th century BC, is currently undergoing meticulous archaeological examination. Legend has it that the Pool of Siloam owes its creation to King Hezekiah, who reigned over the kingdom of Judah in the 8th century BCE. Faced with the menacing threat of the Assyrian army, Hezekiah sought divine intervention through prayer. In response, the revered prophet Isaiah delivered a message from the Almighty himself. "Go, wash yourself in the Pool of Siloam." And so, the pool became a symbol of purification and divine favor, a place where believers could seek solace and renewal. Imagine the scene as pilgrims and worshippers gathered at the pool, their hearts brimming with anticipation and reverence. Prayers and hymns filled the air, harmonizing with the gentle lapping of water against the stone walls. Priests, adorned in ceremonial robes, guided the faithful through the intricate steps of the bathing ritual with solemn gestures and authoritative voices. Each aspect of the ritual was meticulously performed, leaving no room for error. Before immersing themselves in the sacred waters, the pilgrims participated in a symbolic act of cleansing. They ritually washed their hands and feet, signifying the purification of both body and spirit. This act served as a prelude to the transformative experience that awaited them in the shimmering pool. As the believers immersed themselves, they surrendered to the pool's embrace, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. Emerging from the waters, they believed their sins were washed away, granting them a fresh start, a new lease on life. The atmosphere surrounding the Pool of Siloam during these rituals was charged with deep spirituality. The air crackled with the energy of devotion, and the waters seemed to glow with an otherworldly light. With faces radiant with hope and reverence, the faithful offered personal prayers and supplications, pouring out their hearts in the presence of the divine. Beyond the individual acts of devotion, the Pool of Siloam fostered a sense of community. It served as a gathering place where people shared stories, exchanged blessings, and supported one another on their spiritual journeys. In this communal atmosphere, bonds were forged, and a profound sense of unity and solidarity permeated the air. The rituals at the Pool of Siloam extended far beyond mere physical bathing. They offered a holistic experience, engaging the mind, body, and soul. It was a time for reflection, introspection, and a profound search for the divine. The waters of Siloam possessed not only the power to cleanse, but also the potential for spiritual transformation. And now, it's time to unveil an intriguing twist in this tale. Stay tuned for the next chapter of this enthralling story. In the year 29 AD, something incredible happened in Jerusalem. Jesus, the renowned teacher and healer, found himself in a deep conversation with the Pharisees. In the midst of this thought-provoking exchange, a blind man, who had never seen the world around him, crossed paths with Jesus. Can you imagine the man's astonishment when Jesus took clay and applied it to his eyes? But that was just the beginning. Jesus then directed him to wash in the Pool of Siloam. Little did the man know that this simple act would forever change his life. As the man followed Jesus' instructions and submerged himself in the waters of Siloam, a miracle occurred before the eyes of everyone present. The man's sight was instantly restored. Imagine the awe and wonder that must have filled the air. This extraordinary event captivated the attention of all who witnessed it. News of this astonishing healing spread like wildfire throughout the town, sparking intense debates among religious leaders and scholars. The controversy centered around the interpretation of the Sabbath law, which strictly forbade work, including healing, on the seventh day of the week. One group argued that Jesus had violated the Sabbath law by healing the blind man. They believed that even though healing was an act of compassion, it should not have taken place on the sacred day of rest. They accused Jesus of disregarding long-standing religious traditions and crossing boundaries. On the other side of the debate stood those who emphasized the compassionate nature of Jesus' actions. They saw his healing as an expression of love and mercy, embodying the true essence of the Sabbath. According to them, the Sabbath was not meant to be a rigid observance that ignored human suffering, but a day of restoration, healing, and liberation. The theological debates grew more intense, with scholars delving into ancient texts, studying historical context, and exploring alternative interpretations of the Sabbath law. Philosophical arguments were put forth, invoking the principles of compassion and human dignity. Amidst all the fervent discussions, the healing event at the Pool of Siloam became a symbol of the clash between tradition and transformation, legalism and compassion. It challenged the norms and forced individuals to re-evaluate their understanding of religious laws and how they should be applied in a world filled with pain and suffering. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding the healing at the Pool of Siloam went beyond theological debates. It touched upon the very nature of faith and spirituality. It compelled people to grapple with profound questions. What is the purpose of religious laws? How should they be interpreted and applied in the face of human suffering? And what does it truly mean to show compassion? These are not easy questions to answer, and different people may have different perspectives based on their personal beliefs and experiences. But the journey of exploration and self-reflection continues as we delve into the shocking discovery that awaits us. What are the recent discoveries made in Jerusalem that had shocked the world? How does it confirm the existence of Jesus, David, and the city of David? Stumbling upon an ancient pool that closely resembles the one vividly described in the Bible is an experience that defies imagination. The sheer sight of it sends a shiver down your spine as you are instantly transported to a bygone era, connecting with the rich tapestry of history. Well, that's precisely what happened when archaeologists unearthed the Pool of Siloam. This extraordinary discovery set off a whirlwind of speculation, as it had the potential to provide evidence that the stories in the Bible were not mere fables, but were rooted in actual events. For Christians, the resemblance between the biblical pool and its archaeological counterpart offered a profound sense of solace. It served as tangible proof that the events recounted in sacred texts could indeed be based on real occurrences. It bolstered their faith, reinforcing their belief in the miraculous happenings described in the Bible. However, thoughtful skeptics presented counter-arguments. They rightly pointed out that even if the Pool of Siloam did exist, it did not unequivocally prove the veracity of the supernatural events described in the Bible. They urged caution, reminding us that the mere existence of the pool did not guarantee the accuracy of every aspect of the story. This intriguing debate has sparked critical thinking, nurturing both faith and skepticism. The Pool of Siloam has become a focal point of discussion, giving rise to diverse interpretations regarding its significance. While there is a consensus that the pool exists and that a man named Jesus may have performed healing miracles there, believers perceive it as powerful evidence of Jesus' divine power and a testament to the wondrous events that unfolded in his life. Atheists, on the other hand, offer more naturalistic explanations, suggesting that the healings could have been the result of psychosomatic events or ancient knowledge of natural remedies. As we delve into the pools of Jerusalem, we encounter pools are deeply intertwined with healing and hold significant historical significance in the Christian tradition. The Pool of Bethesda is one significant site of cultural and historical relevance, often mistakenly associated with the Pool of Siloam. While they share certain similarities in terms of their religious and archaeological importance, the Pool of Bethesda is associated with more detailed accounts and isn't shrouded in mystery. The Pool of Bethesda, located near the Sheep Gate in Jerusalem, is mentioned in the New Testament of the Bible in the Gospel of John. According to the story, the pool was a gathering place for many people who sought healing. It was believed that an angel would occasionally descend and stir the waters, and the first person to enter the pool after the stirring would be cured of their ailment. This narrative has made the Pool of Bethesda particularly renowned for its association with miraculous healing. The Pool of Bethesda is described as having 5 covered colonnades surrounding it. These colonnades provided shade and shelter for the people who gathered there, creating a bustling and vibrant atmosphere. In addition to its healing associations, the Pool of Bethesda is also mentioned in the Gospel of John as the site where Jesus performed a miraculous healing. According to the story, Jesus encountered a man who had been an invalid for 38 years. Jesus asked the man if he wanted to be healed, and upon his affirmative response, instructed him to pick up his mat and walk. The man was instantly cured and walked away, carrying his mat. The stories of Jesus healing a man born blind at the Pool of Siloam and a paralyzed man at the Pool of Bethesda are nothing short of miraculous. They serve as a testament to Jesus' boundless healing abilities and his profound concern for the physical and spiritual well-being of people. But that's not all that has been uncovered in Jerusalem. Additional discoveries have left atheists scratching their heads, compelling them to conjure up logical explanations to discredit these findings. Recently, a group of Israeli scholars unearthed what they believe to be a magnificent palace from the time of the biblical Jewish kingdom. This stunning palace, located 3 kilometers south of Jerusalem's Old City, boasts intricately carved stone buildings and a plethora of artifacts associated with this grand structure. Among the remarkable finds were 3 exquisitely adorned stone capitals that once adorned columns, as well as fragments of ornate window frames. Archaeologists were astonished by the remarkable preservation of these artifacts, which had been carefully buried at the site. The conundrum lies in the puzzling circumstances surrounding the burial of these valuable objects. Why were they concealed in such a mysterious manner? The prevailing belief is that the house was constructed during the 8th or 7th century BC, during the First Temple period, which spanned from the 10th to the 6th century BC. Spectators stand in awe of the column capitals, widely regarded as the most beautiful and potent examples of royal architecture. The Israel Antiquities Authority, IAA, has hailed these recent excavations as an astonishing revelation from the time of the First Temple. Professor Yaakov Billig, who led the excavations, has been captivated by the mysterious burial of 2 neatly stacked capitals. He pondered over the intriguing circumstances surrounding their concealment, delving into the motivations behind this act. This discovery is just one of the many captivating puzzles that archaeologists eagerly anticipate unraveling. The excavation site also revealed the remains of a splendid palace, likely a grand edifice that fell victim to the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BC. The fortunate inhabitants of this house would have enjoyed a breathtaking view of what is now known as the City of David and the holy plateau that houses the Jewish temple. For Jews, this holy site is referred to as the Temple Mount, while Muslims call it Haram al-Sharif. The IAA posits that the occupants of this palace were likely either one of the Judean kings or a prominent noble family, given the strategic location and grandeur of the structure. The significance of the carvings on the capitals cannot be overstated, as they depict a well-known visual pattern from the kingdoms of Judah and Israel. It is intriguing to note that these same designs are now immortalized on the 5-shekel coin of present-day Israel, serving as a perpetual reminder of this rich historical legacy. Nevertheless, it is important to acknowledge that some experts and skeptics have long cast doubt upon the story of the City of David. Ancient history and archaeology are complex fields, and interpretations of evidence can vary. While these recent discoveries in Jerusalem have captivated the world and shed light on the historical context of biblical stories, they do not provide definitive proof of the existence of Jesus, David, or the City of David. They contribute to our understanding of the ancient world and offer valuable insights into the lives of people during those times. However, it is essential to approach these discoveries with a critical mindset, considering multiple perspectives and interpretations. As further research and excavations continue, we can expect more discoveries that will deepen our understanding of ancient Jerusalem and its historical significance. These findings will undoubtedly continue to spark debates and discussions among scholars, historians, and the general public. The exploration of our collective past is an ongoing process, and each new discovery adds another piece to the intricate puzzle of human history. Thanks for watching another episode of Beyond Discovery. While you're still here, click on the other videos you see on your screen right now.